with the water balanced on her head and her foot still sore from the thorn. Naya knew that going home would take longer than coming had, but she might reach home by noon if all went well. Today I am going to share you a book, A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sweepark. And in this book there is two young protagonists. One is Naya and other is Salvadat. Two timeline is going through divergent lines. Just imagine it. Naya's story. This novel is very short and just 196 page as ebook in EPUB format. I am reading it, and in this book Naya is an 11 years old girl who has to walk 8 km twice a day to fetch water for her family, and Naya's timeline is 2008, and the other protagonist is Salvadat. His timeline is 1985. He is also an 11 years old boy, and these two protagonists, Naya and Salvadat, are, this story is set in the background of South Sudan and tremendous war crisis and war, civil war. So at the one hand we find Naya, who is struggling for water, and as family her sister is always ill due to the infection that is spreading in her body for the water. The water is poisonous, but they are forced to drink that. And in the other hand there is Salvadat's story. We find Salva is, when the novel opens, is reading in the school. Suddenly civil war broke into his village and he has to flee with other people in a refugee camp. He waited for his family members to join him. He thinks that his family members must join him, but unfortunately he never finds his family members, and no one is going to take him with them because he is a little child and he cannot walk so fast. So he has to spend time in the refugee camp of Kenya for a long time. And when he was about 20, and then he was taken to America, and there he was adopted by an American family. There he studied, and after 19 years he found his father in a hospital of Sudan, and father and son get united. His son his father cannot recognize him, but finally he can understand that this is his son, and that scene is very, very emotional. And he promised his father, okay, yes, Salva said, it is me, father. He moved to the side of the bed. Mayundat reached out and touched the arm of this tall stranger. Now his son is stranger. It is descending night here. Stranger beside him. Salva, he whispered, can it really be you? Salva waited. Mayundat stared for a long moment. After 19 years he is meeting his son. Can you imagine this? Then he cried out, Salva, my son, my son. His body shaking with sobs of joy. He reached up to hug Salva tightly. It had been almost 19 years, and then Salva promised to come back to Sudan, and Salva keeps his promise, and when he keeps his promise, the story comes to a round form. We know Naya, and in Naya's village in oil is drilling, and a school is going to set up with the help of Salva. Salva is coming back from America with hope, with promises for this family of Naya, for all the families who are suffering from water crisis, and Sai is going to bring happiness in their life. The story that was going through two protagonists, two divergent lines, comes to a circle with Salva returning back to Sudan and drilling well in Naya's family, and Naya is too much happy and thankful to Salva when she learns that it is Salva who is going to do that, and now she can read in school. So she is so happy, and she found her voice. She is very shy girl. Thank you, she said, and looked up at him bravely. Thank you for bringing the water. So Naya is saying Salva that thank you for bringing the water. The man smiled. Now Salva is a man. What is your name? He asked. I am Naya. I am happy to meet you, Naya, he said. My name is Salva. And there is a message in the story that I want to share with you before going out. Stay calm when things are hard or not going right with you. You will get through it when you persevere instead of quitting. You have to persevere instead of quitting. You should not quit. Quitting leads to much less happiness in life than perseverance and hope. It is told by Salvador, and it is a true story. Okay, you must go for this novel because it is very limited page. You can just read it in one sitting if you get enough time to finish it, and I feel that you like it. Thank you.